Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. Loneliness does not come from having no people around, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Your perception will become clear only when you can look into your soul. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. The words happiness and consciousness are two terms that are simply not compatible. The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. The most intense conflicts, if overcome, leave behind a sense of security and calm that is not easily disturbed. The dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. Man needs difficulties, they are necessary for health. Your heart knows the way, run in that direction. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid facing their own souls. The greatest and most important problems of life cannot be solved, they can only be outgrown. It all depends on how we look at things, and not how they are in themselves. What you resist, persists. Don't hold on to someone who is leaving, otherwise, you won't meet the one who is coming. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. The world within is infinite in its depths, and as infinite as the world without. The greatest discoveries are those that shed light on the soul. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Our heart glows, and secret unrest gnaws at the root of our being. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Our heart glows, and secret unrest gnaws at the root of our being. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect but by the play instinct. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. The sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. The greatest and most important problems of life cannot be solved, they can only be outgrown. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious.